Hello, so welcome to video 9 on evolutionary culturology, GPTs. So this lecture teaches the EvCult GPTs. There they are on the EvCult blog. There's an example of one of them, the EvCult PhD Explainer GPT. So if you have any questions about the EvCult PhD, and if you don't have the time to read all 350 pages plus the appendix, you could ask that GPT questions about it. And so here we are on the EvCult GPT page of the EvCult blog. There's the URL, and let's just have a little skim through the contents. So you'll land on that blog page. There's basically the index or contents. There's a few GPTs there. So for example, the EvCult Tutor GPT looks like that. The EvCult PhD Explainer GPT, that one. Then there's a quote explainer via EvCult, which chooses quotes and explains them in EvCult terms. Then there's one of my digital twins, one of many, and there's one of the ethicizer GPTs as well for ethics. And so that's the one you might need the most, the EvCult Tutor GPT, if you've got any questions after doing this course. So there's probably more of them by the time you get there, but that's a little handy guide to point you to the GPTs that can continue the tutoring and teach you more about EvCult and how it applies to everything. Using the EvCult lens, integrate upwards, compete and cooperate sideways, command and control downwards. A handy little tool. So, what is EvCult? As we know, that's what it is. And we've learned the EvCult worldview, or the EvCult lens with the 3 laws of fractal holon partons. We've learned how EvCult applies to everything, because it's not just an individual science or a meta-science, but it's one level above those, which is a meta-meta-science. And EvCult turns even the arts and humanities into a science, or a meta-meta-science, using the same set of units for everything, namely fractal holon partons. Means we have the units, scale levels, evolutionary mechanisms, and 3 laws of everything as a standard scientific tool. And there's EvCult in 6 sentences. And EvCult solves consilience, the unity of knowledge, or the vertical integration of all the disciplines. And don't forget, earlier, in an earlier lesson, we inserted those custom instructions, so your very own ChatGPT-4 is probably now customized to look at the world through the EvCult lens, which can be incredibly useful in terms of scientific information. And we now know about all the GPTs, ready to help you out. Thank goodness for the robots on that EvCult blog link there. So that's a wrap up of lesson 9. We covered EvCult GPTs. Enjoy. And a quick next or last lesson preview. Wow, that was the penultimate lesson. We're almost there. We'll be looking at links to further resources on EvCult. I hope you join me for the lucky last lesson. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.